What is up, everyone? DSP here. We just finished Silent Hill 2 Remake, but we have about a half an hour of extra time, so I'm going to do an impromptu Q&A with all of you, whether it's you guys here on YouTube or those over on Kick. We're going to open it up and have some fun discussions here tonight and see what you guys want to chat about. If you could like the stream on YouTube, I'd appreciate it. We're at 69 likes and we want to get to 100. Any contributions greatly appreciated. Tonight, right now, I've got almost no tips whatsoever. I think I got one tip earlier, so it'd be great to get some tips tonight if you could. But let's hang out and enjoy each other's company. So first of all, add the gamer. Well, actually, let me scroll up a little further. First of all, SM, would that be 19? SM19 says, I'm glad I was here for this. I'll be swinging by more often. Sounds good. I would love to have you. Add the gamer. It says Quiet Place next. It's like Alien Isolation. No, if you aren't aware, today the DLC for Alan Wake 2 was announced, the Lake House. It's coming out on the 22nd. So I'm actually booked for like the rest of the month. I've got to finish Dead Rising tomorrow. I've got a day off. I've got more Dragon Ball where we're going to try the online play. And I've got WWE Champions. We got a React Day. Then we've got the Alan Wake Lake House DLC, which likely will take like 2 major day streams to beat. I would think it's probably going to be the length of 2 day streams. We're going to have night streams of Street Fighter 6 and more WWE Champions. And then later in the week, probably more Dragon Ball. And then we've got on the 25th coming out, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and the Shadow the Hedgehog game. So we are booked. We don't have time for any new games right now. We're good for the rest of the month, actually. So there you go. Okay. Send Dragon Ball to the Shadow Realm. Well, people want to see me try Dragon Ball online at the least. And they also said that the other campaigns are short. That Goku's campaign was really long. It was like 7+ hours long, but the others are only 2 or 3 hours long. So maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. We'll see. Let's see what happens, okay? I definitely want to try some of the online play. Let's see here. What's my favorite movie of all time? I don't have one, Garce. I have different genres. If you were to ask me specific genres, like my favorite comedies of all time, probably Ghostbusters is probably my favorite. But anything from that 80s time period that was like that group of guys, like anything that's like a Bill Murray, John Candy, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, you know, that group of comics. I loved all their 1980s style comedies, right? So there you go. That's the kind of stuff that I liked back then. If you ask me my best animated film, The Lion King. You see? But I don't have like an overall best overall film of all time. I don't deal in like absolutes like that. So, what's my wrestling Mount Rushmore? I don't know. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Hitman Bret Hart, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I just pulled it out of my ass. There you go. Don't skip Retro Realms. It's the perfect game for me. If you're talking about those 2 retro games, what is it? Evil Dead and is it Friday the 13th? Or is it Halloween? I don't know what it is. But those are... I think those have been nominated for the Halloween marathon. I'm not sure. Tomorrow, I think we're going to go through that. I think tomorrow's podcast, we'll go and see what people nominated for the Halloween marathon and start making a tally of what people nominated. And that way we can see what we're going to be voting on. I think we'll do that tomorrow during the podcast. Favorite action flicks? Oh, man, I'd have to think about it. Like, Die Hard movies are amazing, right? Arnold's had some great ones. Sly has had some great ones. I'd have to really think. Van Damme has had some damn good ones. You know, I'd really have to think hard about that. I don't know. Is there any horror movie I'm looking forward to watch during the spooky season? You know, here's the deal. I'm tired of doing overnight work because what's happened is every night I work, I upload, right? I clip, I upload. I spend some time with my wife. My wife needs to go to sleep because she works early in the morning. And then guess what I do when she goes to sleep? I fucking work. I start working more. And it's like, why am I working so much? It's stupid. I want to start having some relaxing nights where if my wife has to go to sleep early, I get to like watch stuff and relax. So I think I might actually start looking for some horror movies to watch this month. Zaneed, thank you for hosting 31 viewers. Welcome to Zaneed's 31 viewers. We have finished Silent Hill 2 Remake and we're just chilling, doing a little bit of hangout Q&A right now. So Zaneed, welcome, and to all of your viewers, welcome. Is it a 5-minute follow? I think if you follow the channel, you can talk within 5 minutes. You have to click the channel if you and follow if you like to talk. That just keeps, you know, troll flooding out or whatever. Okay. No, I don't have Paramount Plus or Apple TV, sadly. We'll see. If I eventually get those, I don't have those right now. Salty shit. Tipped $1.26 says RTU's Twitter is already back. Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit, it's back. Of course it's fucking back. Everything that guy does is for attention and a stunt. Don't be fucking stupid about it. Of course, I said it as such this morning. I said it's a stunt. And here he is, he's back. What a shocking twist, right? Couldn't have predicted that one. Yes, I did watch the Super Mario TV show back in the day when I was a kid, and I loved it. Dark Maggie says, I watched the first Terrifier the other day. Scrolled off the screen. Hold on. He said, I watched the first Terrifier the other day. I don't understand why people watch those movies and don't laugh. Nothing serious at all. No, just over-the-top gore. Like, it's literally just over-the-top insane body gore. Like, chopping bodies up and shit. There's nothing to it. It's not anything special. It's not like a great plot. It's just, there's no psychological horror there. It's just, oh my God, he's sawing people up, right? That's the movie. Have I watched Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island yet? No, Jade, because I've watched nothing. I've literally have watched nothing this month. I think maybe tonight I will actually look for some horror either on Amazon Prime or HBO Max. Maybe I'll watch some Scooby-Doo. Maybe I'll try to find The Great Pumpkin for Charlie Brown. All the stuff I like for Halloween that I haven't gotten around to this year. Enough with this late night working, trying to schedule interviews that no one gives a fuck about anyway. I think I'm done with this nonsense. So, okay. Bomb Killer says, Steve Martin is literally a vampire. He hasn't aged at all. No, he's aged, but Steve Martin basically has that look down that as he ages. Like, what he purposefully, if you think about this, he's had white hair forever, correct? So all that's happened is his face gets older, but he has the same white hair. Nothing changes there, right? He probably has a seriously good makeup artist, right? So he's kind of like a timeless look, you know? Like me when I was young, oh my God, I look totally different than I do today. If you want my honest opinion, I think I look better today than I did when I was young because I was a fat ass, right? But he always looked older, so he always has stayed looking like that. See what I mean? I should wear a Wolverine costume for Halloween? No. I will not do that. Phasmophobia, I've already played Crimson Tide. The only way I would play it again is if it were co-op with other people. It doesn't work solo. Would I watch Uzumaki on HBO Max, a horror anime? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Uzumaki, it's on HBO Max. Maybe I'll look into that. I have not. Oh, yes, I saw Fright Night from the 80s. Yes, I did. I saw Fright Night from the 80s. It's a funny movie. It's good, though. It's horror and some silliness. I like that movie. Sambuca, yes, tomorrow night I'm appearing on Kino Casino, and they're doing Kinoween. So, because they're doing Kinoween, I will also be in costume on Kino Casino tomorrow night. Absolutely 100%. Yes. Yes, I've seen Dead Alive. I've talked about it numerous times in my content. It is over-the-top gore for comedic purposes. It's not scary at all, right? Dark Magus says, my favorite horror movies are Nightmare on Elm Street. They're funny on purpose. Right. I mean, they have comedy mixed in with horror. Genuine scares plus some funny stuff, too. What are my predictions for the new Life is Strange? I hope it's good. The original Life is Strange is still the best in the series, in my opinion. So, since it's the direct sequel to that, you would hope it's in the same vein and will be good. I hope it will be. Vaughn Killer says his favorite horror movie is The Thing. Good movie from the 80s, right? The 80s Thing is quite a good movie. Yes, I agree there. The Thing is great. Moonlight says, I didn't get a shout out for the sub. I missed it. Let me take a look. You subbed? I'm very sorry. Hold on. Roll all the way up. Yes! Moon 1 or Moon Knight 7, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Moon Knight. Moon Knight, you are now part of the Founders Club here on Kick. You're part of the first 100 people to actually purchase a subscription. So if you go into your identity area, you can look at your badges, and you have a Founders badge you can now use on my streams. Congrats to you, and thank you for the support. Sorry I missed it. Yeah, The Thing from the 1980s is a great movie. Great, whatchamacallit, actual physical effects. No CGI, puppetry, and digital, or not, no digital effect. It's just, real life shit, and it's great. It's so well done. It's scary as hell. Would I play a God of War Remastered collection? Yes, I would. I would. Yes. Aqua Shadow says, I first found you way back when playing War for Cybertron. Would you play those games again? If there was a reason to. At this point, they're insanely dated games from like the Xbox 360 era. I don't know what appeal they would have to a modern audience, but if they ever did remake them or whatever, yes, I would probably play them again if you guys wanted. All right, I'm not going to see you tomorrow, Jay. Remember, Jade, only one stream for me tomorrow. The stream tomorrow is the podcast and the conclusion of Dead Rising Digital or Deluxe Remaster. I don't have a late stream tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be on Kino Casino. And then I'm not streaming at all on Saturday. It's my day off. I'll be back on Sunday. Okay? I would love to see a third Evil Within, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. I think that ship has sailed. And after the two, that series is done, quite frankly. What's my favorite go-to holiday film franchise? For example, I like to watch Harry Potter and Star Wars this time of year, says SM19. This time of year, for horror, there's so many staple franchises for horror. You got your Nightmare on Elm Street. You got your Friday the 13th. You got your Halloween. You got your Saw. You got your Scream. There's so many go-tos. I don't really have a go-to series anymore, but I would watch any of those series if I so chose, or if I had the ability to do that, But for Christmas, I mean, dude, for Christmas, I always watch a ton of different movies. Like, for example, The Muppet Christmas Carol, A Christmas Story, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone. Those are all classic. My wife loves Polar Express because she used to watch that when she was a kid. So we usually watch Polar Express together. All those movies. So. I'll see you tomorrow, Jade. Sounds good. Have a good night. I received a $10 tip for anonymous tipper. I really enjoyed this playthrough. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much to the anonymous $10 tipper. That is very nice of you. Thank you for the contribution. This is actually the first tip of the night that I get to play at animation. So, thank you for that. As I've told you guys, what I've noticed is since I started streaming on Kick, tips have dropped dramatically. And this could affect stuff long term, because I don't know about the Kick payout system and how it's going to work. I tried to find it. No one has any concrete information on the internet about it. I'm not shitting you. You can't find it anywhere. No one knows when you get paid. No one knows how often you get paid. No one knows how you qualify to get paid. I am in the payment system, but I don't have no clue what I'll ever get paid by Kick. So I got to hope for the best. Thank you to those who have tipped in the last few days. I definitely appreciate all of you. Zaneed says Kick pays out at the end of the month. So Zaneed, all right. Zaneed might know. Zaneed is actually a Kick streamer, correct? You hosted. Thank you. So how does it work? I just started streaming on Kick not even a week ago. I got all these subs now. Are you saying that I'm going to get paid the end of this month? Or do I get paid for this month at the end of next month? Someone had told me it's the first of the month. And I find it hard to believe they're going to pay me for this month immediately on the first. Like, I feel like YouTube, there's always processing time. With Twitch, there was always processing. So maybe Zaneed, because you actually stream. Like, how does it work? Add the gamer. No, I have not looked into Crumble yet. Let's focus on hitting the goal for tomorrow. Let's get the McDonald's DSP tries it going. Once that's done, then we can look to the next, and maybe it would be Crumble. I have seen most of the Saw movies, Jocko Man. I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen most of them. Whatever the most recent ones are, I don't think I saw. But I saw them up through, like, Saw 3D, and I think there was even one after that I might have seen. Did I ever compete in any other gaming tournaments outside of fighting games? I played in a Call of Duty tournament at MagFest like 2007 or something crazy like that. It was for the original Modern Warfare 1. And I also played in the Iron Man of Gaming competition at Screw Attack Gaming Convention. I think it was 2012 or 2013. And I used to go into for these competitions that were random games. It was like mystery random games that they used to hold at Midwest Championships, which were fighting game tournaments, but the mystery games weren't always fighting games. Sometimes it would be a mystery fighting game, but other times it was like crazy shit you wouldn't expect. The grand finale finals was the Nintendo World Championships cartridge. Jason Wilson, who ran the tournament, actually had a Nintendo World Championships cartridge, and we played on it for the finale of the tournament. So, yeah, I've competed in other tournaments outside of fighting games before. Yeah, it's just not often. What streaming services do I have? HBO Max, Prime Video. That's it. HBO Max and Prime Video right now. What I like better, Evil Within 1 or 2? 2. Better graphics, better controls, open world exploration in one part that's really cool to explore. It's not linear, and side content and side stories. The first game was good, but it didn't have side content and really no exploration. It was just too linear. Fun, but very linear. Evil Within 2 improved upon that formula dramatically, and that's why I liked it so much. Oh, by the way, this was an anonymous. What did I just click? Oh, okay. This was an anonymous $10 tip is actually the top tip of the night. I forgot to put anonymous up there. Whoever that was, that anonymous $10 tipper, I appreciate that very much. You're not a big fan of Crumble. You're not big on sugar cookies, says Dark Maggot. Yeah, well, Crumble, are they all sugar cookies? I was under the impression they did chocolate chip. They did like gourmet, different kinds of gourmet cookies. Then again, I've never looked at them, at their menu or nothing. And there's one, it's right across the street from me. So that's why I'm considering doing it maybe for the next thing. Like, let's say we hit the goal tomorrow, we lock it in, McDonald's DSP tries it. Well, maybe we could say, well, next week, if we get another week crushing the goals, maybe I'll order a Halloween-themed batch of cookies from Crumble or something like that, if they have it, right? We'll have to see. The need says, hold on. Why can't I scroll up? It's pissing me off. There we go. You'll get all subs from the month at the end of that month. Sometimes subs at the end of the month getting added onto next month due to taking time to process. But you will get paid for that month. So what you're saying, okay, so what Zanid is saying, I have been streaming now on this site for about almost a week. I started Saturday of last week. You're saying all these subs that I've raised right now, I will get paid like either the very end or early next month, the very end of this month or early next month. But because the end of the month, there might be a few extras, like those might get cut off and added to the next month. If that's the case, I'm golden. Seriously. If that's the case, that's amazing. I don't have a complaint in the world. I just hope that's true. I really do. Thank you, Zanid. Thank you for the information, Zanid. I appreciate that information. Where did I get this picture frame from? This is the Divoom, D-I-V-O-O-M, Pixoo, spelled P-I-X-O-O, 64. It is a digital frame that you purchase for about $200. I think it was around $200. And you get an app on your phone. And then on that app, you can either get animations that are created by the community for free and uploaded to it, or, because you can see, you can put your own pictures and animations on it. Basically, anything that's like a moving GIF or something like that will usually work on it. So, these animations here that you're seeing were made by their community, but anything you see there that's related to me, obviously, I uploaded. Some of the stuff you've seen for fighting games is I went to, like, fighting game websites and found moving GIFs and stuff, GIFs, and I put them right there. So, yeah, and it's cool. The only thing that you got to be careful, a lot of people thought what you can do with this frame is you could put like type messages and words on it. Not really. I looked into that. I couldn't really figure out a way to do that. It's basically a slideshow is what it is. So if you're okay with making a slideshow with cool animations like this is a really great thing. It is. I love this thing. Really, I do. So there you go. I'm so happy I got it. It has improved my backdrop so much since I got it, right? No, I've never had a 7-Eleven pizza. Oh, God. I dread that. That's got to be nasty, right? A 7-Eleven pizza? Ugh. I'm being told this is perhaps on sale right now for $155.99. People are saying online you can get it on sale. I think I paid like $200 for it. Will I get a Thanksgiving turkey leg from Arby's? No. Probably not. Unless we get... Listen, this whole... hit the goals for a week and then do a reward at the end, like a DSP tries it, is a new thing we're trying. It's worked for 1 week. It looks like it's going to work for week 2. If this continues, then maybe I would, right? Maybe I actually would continue on and try weird things like that. A fast food turkey leg sounds absolutely revolting to me, but maybe it would be all right. I don't know. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep the support going. Let's keep the streak getting hit, and then we'll go from there, right? Forget about the shitty Batman movie because the Penguin show is like The Sopranos. But I don't want to watch The Sopranos. I already did. You know what I'm saying? No, you cannot put these together. What you see that Triple P has over on Kino Casino. So Ashton from Kino Casino has 9 panels behind him, way on his back wall. So they show up like above his head, but they're actually huge. But they show up as small on camera because they're on his back wall. So I asked him about it. That's not this. Those are, I think it's called Twinkly. There's a company called Twinkly, and you can network all of their panels together like that to make bigger displays. And then you just use, again, you use an app that you run on it, and you can do giant animations on there. So his is from Twinkly. Mine is from Divoom. This is small. You know, about a foot, like a square foot, roughly. The size of this, but it's great. I love it. It's perfect for my setup. You know, if I had a giant wall behind me, way behind me, then I'd probably get a bigger one, but I like how this works. So yes, I've watched Gremlins on Christmas, of course. Am I going to check out James Gunn's Superman next year? I have no idea. I don't really see movies when they're new. If it goes on Max, maybe I would get it. Or if a rental that's not like $100. Like, these rentals now are absolutely insane. Like, right now, I would love to see Beetlejuice, but I'm not paying $25 to rent the movie. That's just nuts. You know, if the price drops, then I'll see it. So I guess we'll find out. Yeet Mania says, so far, the Batman show, or excuse me, the Penguin show doesn't even feel like Batman at all, but I've enjoyed it for what it is. There you go. Do I believe in a thing called love? Only when I'm listening to the rhythm of my heart. Some people will understand that reference. Most will not. Okay. Am I going to watch Salem's Lot? I don't know. Maybe I will. Because now I'm going to start looking into horror movies to watch. Because I've had enough of fucking around every night, messaging people, trying to corroborate or coordinate interviews and shit. At this point, I'm like, fuck this. I've had enough. So I think I might actually start watching some horror stuff. And I know that one came out recently. Was that? I don't remember what that was on. It's either on Amazon Prime or it's on like HBO Max. Maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, as you guys saw, I didn't do any reviews this year. Why? Let's be honest here. There's 2 major reasons why I haven't done any horror movie review this year. Reason number 1, because basically, like I just told you, I've been so busy trying to do everything else that I haven't had time to even watch any horror movies to review. Even if I watched a horror movie, I wouldn't have time to review it. I don't have time, right? That's number 1. Number 2, everything that I'm doing right now is working. Okay? The podcast, which I've now changed the style of the podcast. We cover different topics now rather than just me talking the entire time. We go on cover news articles. I cover my detractors and review tech, and we do variety content on there. It's working, right? The podcast is doing better. I'm getting more viewership. I'm getting viewership now between 2 different sites. I'm getting support from different, everything I'm doing is working. The reviews were not working. The reviews I did last year were fun to do, but dude, I got like 1,000 views, maybe 2,000 views on a review. They weren't making me any kind of attention or money or anything. They weren't really worth the time I put into it. I watched like 5 or 6 different, I watched 2 Scream movies. I watched 3 Halloween movies. I watched The Barbarian. I think I even watched another one. And all those reviews I put out, I didn't even make anything on it. Like, I put all that time and effort, hours and hours of work into it. I got nothing for it. So I'd rather actually put my efforts towards things that will pay dividends for you, the viewer, and for me, the business guy. But also, here we are, and people are like, well, did you watch this movie? Did you watch that movie? No. I think I should just start watching movies now. I mean, we could just talk about them in the content, right? Yeah, I don't care about Boogie's response. Maybe I'll watch it on a podcast one of these days, but I don't give a shit. I really don't. I literally day by day told you guys what was going on with Boogie and his appearance on my show. And every day I gave you a truthful update. It was like day one. Well, he says he wants to come on, but we haven't set a date yet. Well, I gave him dates and he thinks he wants to come on this day, but we haven't solidified it yet. Well, I'm waiting for him to respond and he hasn't responded. Well, I'm waiting for him to respond, but he hasn't responded. Well, he responded, but now he doesn't know what time zone I'm in, despite the fact that I told him what time zone I'm in. I don't know where the confusion is, but I confirmed that with him. And now I'm waiting for him to send me his Discord info. I'm still waiting for him to send me his Discord info. I'm still waiting for him to send me his Discord info. I'm waiting. Fuck this. It's the night before. I'm not doing the interview anymore, right? Enough wasted time on this guy. And then during my late stream, he sends me his Discord info. So then I send him the invite. He doesn't accept. Fuck this. I don't know. Listen, I'm a busy dude. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm so busy with my own work and my shit. I got my shit together. I operate in a professional manner where I'm trying, you know what I mean? I don't have time for nonsense and bullshit and people being flaky and finicky. And I literally every day gave you an update where I was. I don't need to have kids. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have kids and I'm like, come on, kids, you got to gather them up and get them in the car and get their seatbelts on and get them all nice and tucked in so we can drive away. I don't need to do that. I have shit to do. I have content to make. And I have a life to live outside of it. I don't need to be fucking around with these people and treating them like they're children. All right? And I even told you, I said, it might even be that what I have to do is talk to Keemstar to get him to wrangle the guy to fucking do something. Because it seems like that's the only way to get him to do anything. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like, oh, I had to talk to your dad and your daddy had to tell you what to do. I don't want to do that. You know? I don't want to be a jerk. So, it's that simple. I just don't give a shit anymore. I've lost interest. I had interest. I've completely lost interest. I've never seen the movie Phantasm. I might like it. I've heard of it, but I've never seen the movie. I wonder if I would like it. Oh, God. Lodinist says, you want to see something funny? If you take a look at Keemstar over the last year, seems like he's aging faster now that he has to wrangle Wings and Boogie constantly for his show. You can see it in his face. Oh, man. Listen, no lie. When he was on my show, we did the interview, and he said that to me. He's like, dude, it is like crazy nightmare to have to work with those guys because of the way they are. I thought he was kind of like exaggerating because he was trying to get more people to watch the show. You know, that's the shit. These guys are a bunch of crazy guys. And, you know, no, now I believe it. I legit 100% believe it. After just simply trying to get these guys on my show for an interview. With the case of Wings of Redemption, I don't blame him. He's been through a lot of shit recently. He had surgery or whatever. Okay. Boogie, this should have been 5 minutes. It literally should have been 5 minutes. We hammer this shit in, and it's done. It shouldn't have been this ongoing nonsense. You know? Greetings, DC. We finished Silent Hill 2. The ending was great. We actually watched all the endings together. It was great. It was a good finale. I've seen Eraserhead before. Yes, we're going to play Flight Simulator when it comes out later this year, for sure. Absolutely. Theodore says, I saw this movie on Hulu. It's called Mr. Crockett. It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, man. Sounds interesting, but I don't have Hulu, nor am I going to get it, unless it's completely free. Founder badges are absolutely still available. I think we have like 60. We may have 50. I got to check. I know we don't have all of them. There's definitely a ton left. We currently have 39. No. 41? According to this, 41, because we had 2 new ones tonight. We have 41 active paid subscribers who are paying for themselves. That means there's 59 founder spots left. Only 59 left. Within a week, we burned through almost half of them, which is pretty crazy. I certainly wasn't expecting to burn through half of them in a week, but we did. Lo and behold. Thank you guys for that. No, I was not a fan of Speed Racer growing up. The stillness ending of Silent Hill 2 Remake is implying James will keep looping the game over again until he accepts the truth of what he did. Makes sense. Which is what I said, remember? That's what I predicted. I said maybe he's stuck in Silent Hill endlessly, reliving it with different slight changes and things to what happens until finally the crap hits the fan or whatever. You know? So it's like a Groundhog Day for him. That would make a lot of sense, right? I prefer dark chocolate to milk chocolate. Mantis, if you want to know why someone particularly is talking junk about me, why don't you ask them? Why would you ask me? Do I go to you and ask you what someone's talking junk about you? How the fuck would you know, right? I don't know and I don't give a shit. Every given day, there's 4 million mentally stunted, slow mouth droolers who talk shit about me, and I don't care about them at all. So why would I, you know, like, what are you asking me that for? It's a pretty dumb question, right? All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Just a couple more minutes, maybe like 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Get to uploading for the night. Tomorrow, I got a big day. Tomorrow is Level 1 Podcast, where we're going to be doing the Halloween nominations thread. We're going to see what you guys nominated and try to make like a poll for the upcoming Halloween marathon. The conclusion of Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. If we hit the goal tomorrow, the McDonald's DSP tries it, and then I'm appearing on Kino Casino tomorrow night between 6:30 to 7 p.m. Pacific time, and I'm going to be there for at least 3 hours. And we got a lot of cool stuff to do together. It's going to be fun. Jay Kuma says this answers the reason why you keep seeing dead bodies of him and the reason why you get moments where he remembers scenes from the first game. I agree. That would make sense because you've seen guys that look like him dead in the game. And right, that's why the puzzles from the first game were changed because it's a time loop. That's what I said the whole game, and it looks like that's what it was, right? Pretty cool. I hit it on the nose when I was playing. What games would I like to see remastered besides Silent Hill 1? Infamous 1 and 2. Infamous 1 and 2 are long overdue to be modernized with better graphics, slightly tweaked controls, and to be resold. You literally can only play the originals right now, and they're older games now. You can only get them on like PS Plus via the cloud. We need Infamous 1 and 2 to come back, in my opinion. They were great games. Awesome, DC. Thank you. All right. All right, everybody. I wish you a great evening. I hope you all had a great time with me tonight. It was fun. I really enjoyed your company. And remember, tomorrow we do it all again, right? As usual, right here, either on DSP Gaming or DSP Gaming Real, depending on what, format you're watching on. But it should be a fun time. All righty, everyone. Excellent. Peace out.